All right, hey everybody, my name's Don Tischer. So I want to talk a little bit today. It's not rehearsed. I'm getting a little, I get comments all the time. So let's talk about diet, weight loss, fat loss, right? So I've had a pretty amazing transformation myself, I think. I started off at 299 pounds, now I'm 231 pounds. So that makes it, 68 pounds now in under a year, and I haven't worked out or anything like that. What I have done is I took this product right here, Keto OS. So there's a lot of misinformation out there about Keto OS and what it is and how people lose weight. So I just want to kind of clear the air, and I want whoever watches this video, if you're looking for weight loss, better energy, mental clarity, whatever, I want you to understand why this happens when you take this product. And it's so much more than that product, but the product is the first of its kind ever, anywhere, that does what it does. A lot of people think it's expensive compared to what? I mean, there's never before has there been a product that you can put in water, drink it, and it elevates your ketone levels, essentially putting you in ketosis. So if you know what ketosis is, and you know that's a fat burning state of your body, you know that when you cut out carbohydrates and sugars pretty much all together, with the exception of a few vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower and some other things that are very low in carbohydrates, you'll eventually, after days or a week or even 2 weeks, you'll deplete your body of glucose, right, that your body primarily runs off of, and convert to burning fat for fuel, which once your body is burning fat, it produces ketones. Now here's kind of the way it looks, and I don't like a diet because so many of us have tried diets before, and diets are the real four-letter word, right? They're just bad, right? Because we go on these diets, we feel like we're doing everything right, we're losing weight, and as soon as we hit our goal, we stop the diet, and then we skyrocket past where we began to begin with, and now we weigh more. But I think what we need to do is we need to acknowledge the fact that we really shouldn't be measuring by the scale. We shouldn't be measuring our success or our failures because the number on the scale, when we step on it, says one thing or another. And what I've learned in my journey with Pruvit and Keto OS and like a ketogenic diet and lifestyle is that our success should actually be measured in inches, right? So, or our jean size. Like I was stretching a 40-inch waist on my jeans. It was unbelievable. There'll be a photo somewhere. And now I'm in 34s. That's a success, and I feel great. So, let's chat a little bit about Keto OS. Let's chat a little bit about the diet. So if you're that person that's looking to lose weight, you don't want to go on a diet. Nobody wants to go on a diet. Like I said, it's a four-letter word, literally, right? So we don't want to go on a diet. But what if I were to give you something that's tasty, like this, and it puts you in a state of ketosis, which makes you feel good, gives you a lot of energy, mental clarity, focus. It curbs your cravings for the carbohydrates and the sugars. And while you're getting this more energy, you're more active. Now you start to see results, and in your mind, you really haven't even done anything different. You haven't even started a diet. So you're kind of changing your diet subconsciously, because what I've done is I've given you what it feels like to be in ketosis, which is pretty amazing in itself. And now subconsciously, you're not craving the sugars, the pastas, the breads, and all that other crap that we're used to putting into our bodies that gets stored as fat. So, and that's a powerful thing about, can't even see it, the sunlight, about Keto OS. It helps us overcome those cravings, and it helps us feel satiated because there's a lot of fat. And what I encourage people to do is just Google the ingredients list. Google beta hydroxybutyrate. That's the first ingredient in the product, which is a ketone body. And then MCT powder, or medium chain triglycerides. Google that, see what the benefits are. Now, all that fat is good fat, and it converts to ketones, right? And it makes us feel full, so we're not hungry, so we're not constantly grabbing junk and throwing it in the mouth. So my journey began at 299 pounds in September of 2015. Here it is August 16th of 2016, and I'm 231 pounds. My waist went from, it was 40-inch waist was really tight, to a 34-inch waist, which isn't very tight, which is huge. So how did I begin? I simply just took this white powder, put it in water, shook it up, and drank it. I did not change my diet, at least not consciously, but about 3 weeks into it, I noticed that I wasn't reaching for the brownies or the breads or the pastas, which was huge, right? So once I saw that, and I wasn't craving that, and I wasn't eating as much, and I was more active, and I was getting better sleep, and I was in a better mood, it kind of drove me to say, you know what, let me look into this ketogenic diet. And I did, and the ketogenic diet is, you know, you're looking at 80% of your dietary calories or your caloric intake should be from fat, like good quality fats, avocados, MCT oil or coconut oil, avocado oil, grass-fed butter, grass-fed meats, the fattier cuts of meats, and, you know, some bacon, things like that. And then you're looking at another 10% from protein. 10 to 15%, depends how you do it, how strict you are, from protein. Because the reason why you're low on protein, where the Atkins diet was kind of going all lean protein, the ketogenic diet is more of the fattier proteins, and it's a moderate amount of protein, because if you're consuming a lot of protein, your body will actually convert that to glucose and get stored as fat as well, which a lot of people don't know. And then it's very low in carbohydrates. You're looking at 5 to 10% of your caloric intake is carbohydrates. Now, we're looking at, if you're looking for maximum weight loss, you're looking at 10 grams to 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. And that's from vegetables. So that's still very low. Now, the ketogenic lifestyle, the ketogenic diet is extremely difficult for most people. I would say 99% of people to actually maintain for any period of time, because what will happen is they'll get too many strawberries. It kicks them out of ketosis, or they're kind of teetering, so they're putting their foot into the pool to test the warmth of the water, and it's like, oh, it's a little cold, and they get out. So they're doing the same thing with ketosis. They're kind of teetering on the edge. They're walking that tight wire of actually being in ketosis, so like a therapeutic state of ketosis, and then jumping right back out. And then a lot of people end up going through what they call the keto flu. Just no energy, just feeling sick, just miserable, right? And then so what they do is they reach for the carbohydrates, kick themselves out. They never overcome that thing. And so I think that's the other great thing about Keto OS, is that it helps you avoid the keto flu, and it keeps you in a deep state of ketosis even if you had too many strawberries or too much broccoli or too much protein. It almost acts like a bridge, right? So this is ketosis, or nutritional ketosis. If you're thinking about if you're a purist and you think about just getting into ketosis through what you eat, that's here. And then over here is running off the conventional Western diet, which is high in carbohydrates and sugars. So, and Keto OS would kind of be right here in the middle. So it kind of bridges that gap, and it allows us to transition from the Western diet over to a keto diet, or, you know, and it just puts us into ketosis. So there's a lot of great things about that. And the great thing is the longer you're on the product, the more you see. And there's actually studies out there that show that just having beta hydroxybutyrate, the salts that are in our product, Dr. Dominic D'Agostino actually mentioned it, that just ingesting them, now it's in a rat model, but the rats actually lost body fat without any change in their diet. Now, it's important to know that Keto OS isn't diet dependent. So if you're looking for more energy, mental clarity, and things like that, that's what ketones do, right? So we just drink it and it's there. It works 100% of the time on 100% of people, which is amazing in itself. So if you're not looking to change your diet, let's say you're an athlete and you still want that glucose, you still need that glucose, and you're not joining with the Dr. Jeff Volek's of the world of low-carb athletes, low-carb, high-fat athletes, that's cool. You can still have your glucose, but ketones are an energy source. It's a fuel source for your body. So you don't hit that wall as an athlete. If we're running a marathon, you get out there and you might be, 15 miles in and you just hit this wall. It's like your legs aren't moving very well. Your tennis shoes are now made of cinder blocks. You hit this wall until your body kind of transition to burning whatever body fat you have for fuel, and it produces ketones. So that's a great thing about this. So it's not diet dependent. It's not a weight loss system, okay, per se, but weight loss or fat loss is a byproduct. It's a side effect, right? Because it causes us to feel full. It causes us to have excess energy, and it causes us to be in a better mental state of mind where we're not always reaching for potato chips or whatever it is that we like because we're emotional eaters. I'm one of those, right? So it causes us to feel better, and there's a lot of research that shows and suggests that ketones elevate the GABA production, a neurotransmitter in the brain that makes us feel calm and good and just overall better mood. So again, without going into the diet side of going through that several days of fasting and then the weeks of extreme dieting to get to that state where you're starting to feel decent, you can take this product and start feeling it and start seeing results right away. So that's kind of my take on it, and I think in having spoken with Dr. Dominic D'Agostino, he does more of it's a ketogenic diet, but it's what's the words that he uses? It's a modified ketogenic diet. So it's not the true ketogenic diet that was studied at Johns Hopkins, where it was like 90% of the caloric intake was from fat, and most of it was from dairy fat. So it's a little bit more protein, a little less fat, and a little bit more lenient on carbohydrates, but still not like breads and pastas and sugars, carbohydrates, but still a little bit more, and it still keeps you in that ketosis. But to get that real therapeutic value, like I generally stay around 2.5 millimoles of ketones per deciliter in my blood. I use a blood meter to test my ketone levels, and I take this. So it really helps a lot. So let's try and get away from the diet. Let's go more to if you're one of those people looking to lose weight and you want to lose a lot of weight or a little weight, you don't want to hear the word diet. So let's cut that out. Let's start taking Keto OS, where it puts you in the right frame of mind and you're subconsciously changing your diet and just feeling better. And then you'll have more success. And there's no reason why you shouldn't take this product for as long as you can take it, because it does so many great things. So what I like to do is I like to tell people, and I know this is a long video, but I like to tell people, if you're looking to lose weight or you have some fat that you want to lose, but you don't know what ketosis is. You just know it's really hard to get in there. It's a really restrictive diet. So therefore you kind of stay away from it. It's almost like going to Hawaii. Beautiful place. It's like paradise. But we also know it costs a lot of money. One, to get there. Two, to stay there. And it's a really long flight. But if I could show you what that paradise feels like, you're going to be more inclined to save up that money to go to Hawaii, and you're more willing to sit on that plane for that period of time to get there, to get to paradise, because you already know what it's like. So how about if we show you what it's like to be in ketosis using Keto OS? Real simple. I show you what paradise is like. I show you what ketosis is like. And then we can start changing your diet slowly but surely, right? We start changing your diet. In the whole while, you're feeling really good about it. You're gaining more mental clarity, more energy, rapid fat loss. So that way you're seeing the inches go away, not necessarily the numbers on the scale, although they will drop. But what's more important is that for you women, you can fit into your sexy pants. And guys, I guess nowadays it's about the skinny jeans. You can fit in the skinny jeans. So let me show you what ketosis feels like, and then we can start modifying your diet more to healthy fats, less sugars and carbohydrates, where you're really performing at your optimal level. So that's kind of my spiel for the day. I know it's a little long. Let's get rid of that 4-letter word, the diet. Let's show you what ketosis feels like and the benefits of ketones, and then we can start modifying that diet if that's something that you want to do. If it's not something you're interested in, but you're interested in more energy, mental clarity, cognitive function, and better overall health, I say just take a Keto OS once a day, shake it up, drink it, feel great. So I hope this video provided you some value and some insight to what the ketogenic diet is and what Keto OS is. If you want to buy some, there's a link right here. If you want to reach out to me, down in the description there'll be an email and another website where you can reach out to me, and you'll find a lot of information about the ketogenic diet and about this ketone supplement Keto OS. So again, my name's Dom Tischer. I hope you had some value, and I wish you the best of luck in your journey when it comes to weight loss, performance, and just in life in general. Have an awesome day.